Dear students, welcome to the class on the topic tenses. So, this topic is selected from your first year intermediate syllabus, and as school students, previously you might have come across this topic. You know what a tense is, but for the sake of clarity and for a clear understanding of the topic, I would like to discuss with you on the select topic for a few minutes. So the word tense, it comes from a Latin word called tempus. Tempus means time. And there is another meaning for the word tense. Sometimes we say, I am in a tense situation. We face tense moments in our life. So that is different. An uncomfortable situation is also called a tense moment. But here, tense has a different meaning when it comes to grammar. So let's look at what tense means. Okay. And you can see the meaning of the word tense, or to understand what a tense means, you can see or observe this line. So tense is the time at which the action of the verb takes place. So this you have to remember. So what is tense? Tense is related to time plus verb. You know what a verb is. You know the different parts of speech, and you know what a verb is. Verb denotes action. So when I use the word verb, definitely the word action has to come into your memory. So tense is equal to time plus verb. You can understand in this simple method. Tense is equal to time plus verb, or verb plus time. So the time at which the action of the verb takes place is called tense. So when we think about tense in this way, definitely we can understand that we have three different time periods. That is, actions happened in the past, that is past actions. Actions that happen now, present actions. Actions that will take place in the next moment or future course of time, that is future. So based on this, time can be divided into past, present, and future. In the same manner, tense also can be categorized as present tense, categorized into present tense, past tense, and future tense, because you cannot explain every action with the same tense. So you have to explain the action according to the time it has been performed, or it is being performed, or it will be performed. Therefore, we have these three types of tenses. One is a present tense, one is a past tense, other one is a future tense. And this you can see here. So the concept of tense in English is a method that we use to refer to time, past time, present time, and future time. So to make it very clear, I present a picture here. So here you find a pen and something is being written. So here we are dealing with the action or the verb called writing. Writing. So when you take this action, so how do we use in the present tense? So here you can see in the present tense, we use it as write, and sometimes we use it as writes. So why write and why writes? It depends on the person, first person, second person, third person. If it is first person singular, second person singular, you say write, and even plural, you say write. But if it is a third person singular, you add s or es to the main verb, that is writes. And we will discuss in the later slides. So in present tense, we use the word write. And when it comes to past tense, this write will become wrote. You know it. Write becomes wrote in the past tense. Only change of an vowel. In place of I, we make it O. In certain words, we use ed. Example, listen, listened. So that is a regular pattern of changing a verb, regular verbs. So here this is an irregular way. That is, we are not adding ed. Instead, we are changing or replacing the internal vowel. In place of I, we use o. It becomes past. And when you come to future, you retain the same verb, but you will add will before it. Will write. I will write. He will write. She will write. They will write. So it remains the same for all persons. And even in the past tense, it remains the same for all persons. I wrote, you wrote, he wrote, they wrote. But only in the present tense, we find this change, write and writes. So with this simple example, you might have understood what a tense is, because when you take one action, that is writing, so the same action or the verb denoting that action will change accordingly according to the time. So to show the action related to time, we use tense. Therefore, tense is the time at which the action of the verb takes place. So the action of the verb, that is when you say verb, verb as an action. And this action has to take place at one time or the other. It may be in the past, it may be in the present, or it may be in the future. So depending on this, we can denote the time of the action through a word called tense. Okay. So we'll move to the next slide.